my friends on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Future is never an extension of the past. Future is different. I believe that within the next 5 years, smart software will make smarter diagnosis than doctors. Within 5 years, within 10 years, it will become legally mandatory for the doctors to get the second opinion from the software before starting the treatment. I predict 5 years and 10 years, but believe me, it is going to happen much sooner than that. I keep this time frame so that my professional colleagues won't shoot me down. For all these great things to happen, we need to train our youth for open-mindedness and the new way of learning. And it is never too late in life to learn new things. Also, we have to learn to differentiate between knowledge and the skill. Universities today across the world give the knowledge. Unfortunately, not many of them offer you the skill. This is very, very important in industry like ours. You may not be aware that the largest industry in the world, whenever I make a presentation to business schools, I ask them, which is the largest industry in the world in terms of money spent? And first thing I hear is oil, automobile, and various other industries, but very few of them say that global healthcare and wellness industry is the largest industry in the world. It is a $8.2 trillion industry. And this industry is always driven by people with the skill. But unfortunately, the way people are trained was mainly about the knowledge. I will give a simple example. We have millions of nursing schools across the world. When these nurses, good number of the nurses, when they come out of the nursing schools, their knowledge of skill is extremely poor. I always give the comparison of an option between when I want a good driver to drive a bus, I can choose to send him a university or I can choose to send him a driving school. If I choose to send him to a university, the university has a curriculum of 500 pages explaining to the driver how the bus's engine works, how the aerodynamics works, but they never teach him, put him on the driver's seat and teach him to drive the bus safely. Instead, I ignore the university, send him to a driving school. They may not teach him how the bus engine works or the aerodynamic works, but they will teach him how to drive the bus safely. And this is what is required in skill, especially in complex areas like healthcare. They can get the knowledge from a mobile phone, but universities should really empower the children about the power of skill, and when they graduate, they should have the skill to run that particular industry. I quote a statement from Jack Ma, who says, if we do not change our way of teaching in 30 years from now, we all will be in trouble. Now, what is important in education? The most important thing is teaching the children to use the power of data. In the end, in this world, there is nothing like an intuition or a gut feeling. It's all about the data. I will give a simple example. We keep expanding our hospitals. I had an offer to take over a hospital in Bangalore, a 300-bed hospital, well-equipped with all the equipments, fantastic location. As usual, I went there. My gut feeling is that this hospital is going to make it, and the owners were willing to accept any terms and conditions. I came back to my hospital and I told my colleagues, this is the hospital we need to take over. And they are willing to accept any of the terms and conditions. And our young administrators went there came back after 2 hours. They said, you can't. That hospital is never going to make it. I said, look, I have been seeing hospitals for the last 40 years. And in half an hour, what observation you have? He said, the data shows that this hospital cannot be financially viable. I asked them why. Because this hospital is located in the middle of a residential accommodation without any exposure to major roads. And they showed me the data of their study. Last 100 hospitals which have been successful in India, they were all built on the main road. And hospitals on the residential areas never succeed. This is the power of data. And we have to educate our children to harness the power of data and take serious business decisions. The Edward Deming made a statement that in God we trust, for everything else we need data. The McKinsey reports that 800 million jobs will be lost in the next 20 years, and that will be replaced by robots. 65% of all professional occupations will require knowledge of analytics. And this is going to have a major impact on the younger generation who are seeking attractive, well-paying jobs. So my request to all the younger generation and the teachers and the people responsible for forming the rules and regulation of education. Education is a lifetime learning experience. And it is never too late in life to learn. On the 12th of this month, we are having a competition in our hospital. The competition is open to all the 17,000 employees of our organization. All they need to do is to beat me in texting 250 words. They can use texting or speech to text or a combination of both. And if they can beat me, they will get an award of 10,000 rupees. It is open to any one of you if you want to compete. And you may wonder, at this stage of my life, how can I compete with the young people in texting or a speech to text? Believe me, it is never too late in life. I took a bet with my wife that among the 16,000 employees, their average age is about 23, 24. I'm very confident that I will win. And I will let you know whether I lose or win. It doesn't matter. In the end, it doesn't matter whether I lose or win. I just want to prove to my colleagues that just because somebody is much older than you, maybe of your father's age, that doesn't stop them from learning new skill. And this is the power of education, lifelong learning. And I'm extremely grateful to you for participating in this debate. Thank you very much.